I'm going to call this lesson 11, and let's hope that we can finish our building openings. So we have this massive formal rusticated palazzo type jail that has 2 to 3 foot stone walls, 2 to 3 foot thick stone walls, and we're starting to get a sense of the interior now, having punched out the south opening. So good bit of sun comes through that side. I'm not sure that we needed this slab at the roof, but we haven't modeled the roof, so we want to keep that closed for now, so we'll just leave that in place. Let's just add another scene and say perspective 3 p.m. south sun. Let's go isometric model view again. So the west facade, for which we have a CAD drawing on a layer, AutoCAD West, I think we called it. Right? We placed it, that corresponds to openings here and then on this face. Let's first move to the face beyond. I'm going to select any point, any end point, lock the red axis in place, and then snap to an end point of that line. Right? So that's going to give us the openings here, although remember, the hotel intervention itself shortened what happens back there. Let's save this as lesson 11. Lesson 11, complete wall openings. Of course, that's what I hope to do. Doesn't always work out that way. It would appear that we could use guides that we used to create the other openings here. So let's hide that west. Double click this. See if we can't snap to the horizontal guides that created that. Is that right? Yeah, we want that same bottom of that. I don't need this drawing. Again, if it's not giving you the feedback, click on the arrow key and invoke the tape measure tool again. Blue, top of that's going to be about there. Blue, top of that's going to be about there. horizontally. I'm going to go from the edge to there, from line to there. It's 10 feet. Notice line to there and line to there, 10 feet. Hide the west elevation. Let's just get rid of some of these guys that we don't. Oh, that's not a guide. Intersection to intersection. Intersection to intersection. Intersection to intersection. Intersection to intersection. Push, pull, double click because it's the same thickness. The walls were offset 2.5 feet at the very beginning. Let's take now that, let's close this group, take the west elevation drawing and move it to the west wall in the foreground. Snap, lock the red axis in place once you see it, and then snap to that end point. Got to get back into the wall group. This is an exception, but we have similar systems in terms of horizontal guides, so let's draw the vertical ones first. Edge, green, endpoint. From line, green, snap. From line, green, snap. From line, green, snap. From line, green, from line, green, the exception is this big, huge door at the center. So we'll need edge, guide, to where that opening begins. Guide, green, to where that opening ends. That's including the frame, and then we'll need a vertical. We haven't drawn any horizontal guides. The horizontal guides. Let's grab an edge up here. Blue axis. Top of that. Blue axis. Bottom of that. Blue axis. Top of this. Blue axis. Bottom of that. From line. Blue axis. So I'm looking where the half circle begins. That's about where it begins. Then I'll deal with the arch. I think we didn't draw a guide for the bottom of those windows. Online, if it doesn't give you that feedback, arrow to online, bottom of those openings. Make sure we have intersections. Intersection. 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 We're missing one guide. Top of this window. So let's grab a horizontal line. Oops. Hold the blue in place. Oops. Online. Blue in place. Top of. Nope. Tricky, isn't it? I don't remember what we were looking for. We were looking for the bottom of this. Online. Well, we do have the bottom of that. Intersection. Not endpoint. Missing that. So top of this. Online. We need the top of that system. Okay. Intersection to intersection. What's going on there? This one is wrong. These are small openings there. They don't look very consequential, but we might as well be complete. Glide. Line. Vertical. Top of those. Line. Blue. Bottom of that. Turn off the west elevation drawing. I think that'll give us intersection and intersection. And the big fat opening. I'm going to try to draw right on top of this. Endpoint outside active. No, I need an intersection. That gives me what I want. I think so. Let's go ahead. Again, we haven't modeled the semicircular arches above that. We can do that at a later time. Let's save the file just in case. And what are we missing? We're missing that face and the southeast drawing there. Let's turn on the visibility of the AutoCAD East elevation drawing, and that's it there. That drawing's way over here. Let's close this group. Let's just hide the this floor plan underlay. So I'm going to select this and move it here. Now, there's a trick I can invoke. Because it's symmetrical, theoretically, I can copy that to the other side. I'm not going to bother with that right now. We'll save that for tricks and tips. I'm going to move anything here, lock the red axis in place, and snap to an endpoint there, so I can draw on that. We haven't loaded the southeast drawing. Remember, in AutoCAD we had trouble with older versions, so I'm going to go into AutoCAD and open this southeast. And save it out as an AutoCAD 2013 file. V2013. Save.
That's English. I just came up with a whole bunch of names for my dad for the CBD stuff.
Wait.
Back to SketchUp, and let's import CAD Southeast Elevation 2013. That's going to put it in the ground somewhere, which is cool. I'm just going to move it somewhere where I can see it. Let's get rid of the junk that CAD brings in. We need to flip this up, rotate, grab any endpoint, red axis, 90, and then 45, this way. And let's drag it from an endpoint we know is going to intersect somewhere we see on that face. And that's going to be right there. Cool. Close enough. It doesn't line up perfectly with the drawings, but we know the drawings aren't perfect. So these are the last faces that we need to do. Let us, there's a couple CAD layers that we don't need. Create a layer for southeast AutoCAD southeast elevation, and place this on that layer. Let's hide the AutoCAD east, and just deal with this. So there's two sets of walls we're going to draw on. This is the first one. I'm going to pull guides from these. There. On line, blue in place, and the top of it's going to be that. And then left and right. From that guide to there. From that line to there. Bottom edge to there. AutoCAD southeast. Elevation gets hidden. We'll draw these. No good. Haven't drawn to intersections. Okay, I'm going to go back and correct this so this lesson doesn't get long. But basically, we've been through this before. Here are the last two openings on this facade. I'm going to push them out. And we are done with those openings. Ah, one more. Sorry. We need the big opening over the top over here. Let's put in a couple guides. Vertical guides because I think I have horizontal ones because I think I can use a vertical edge. Let's do this. Edge and snap to the top of that. Edge. Make sure we have the Z axis. Hold it in place, snap to the top of that. And then from that line, Z and snap to bottom. Hide the southeast. Draw we don't have the horizontal vertical guides. There. Intersection, push pull. Now we're done. Close group. End of lesson 11. File save. Just under 30 minutes.